Welcome everybody to Intensity Broadcasting. My name's Josh Hall. This is the Doghouse Racing League Trackside NASCAR Outlet ARCA series here on Intensity Broadcasting from Kansas Speedway, getting ready for race number 6 here of the season. It's going to be a good one as the lights are going on, the sun is going down, and we're getting ready for 84 laps here at Kansas. Let's take a look, see if anybody's out on the racetrack right now. And we've got, let's see, Tyler Millette and the 33 Kevin Brown side by side getting some practice in with about 3.5 minutes left here. Of course, we've got the chat wide open for you guys here tonight as always, so feel free to chat in and let us know who your favorite driver is tonight. Throw your shout outs, and we'll be here all night long for this race as we see some great practice underway. Let's take a look at our points coming into tonight. You see up at the top of the leaderboard, you've got Jamie Horn. Stephen Bonomo sits back in second place. He is 30 points behind. Brandon Lopez sits back in third. Christopher Simon and Mike Leftwich, your top 5. Eric Warman jumps up 4 spots into 6th. McMahon jumps up a spot into 7th. Kevin Thompson falls back into 8th. Michael Dow, and then Hunter Simpson loses 6 spots into 10th. And we'll leave this up on the screen so you can see where your favorite driver is in the point standings. Again, just a couple more minutes left here in practice. We can see up at the top of the leaderboard is the 98 Jamie Horn. Chris Leftwich is second fastest in this practice session. Then Josh Cully, Christopher Simon, and Hunter Simpson, your top 5. Like I said, about 2 minutes left here in practice. Of course, we want to thank all of our great partners that make the Doghouse Racing League possible. Of course, your league sponsor, the Trackside NASCAR Outlet. Trackside NASCAR Outlet is an authorized Lionel dealer with a full line of diecast, including cup, Xfinity, truck, driver apparel, hats, and jackets. Trackside NASCAR Outlet offers everything NASCAR, including full-size and mini helmets, flags, and coolers. Stop by and check out their store, follow them on Facebook, or check out their website at tracksidenascaroutlet.com. Links down below in the description. Of course, another great partner here of the Doghouse Racing League is Group 6. Rev up your brand's potential with Group 6 at every turn of the Doghouse Racing season. As your creative marketing powerhouse, we're here to fuel your success, accelerate your impact, and steer your brand towards victory. Group 6, where every race is an opportunity to outshine and outperform. Discover more at group6inc.com. Again, links down below in the description. And, of course, our race sponsor here tonight is Nap Daddy Racing Designs. Originally started as an iRacing design shop, Nap Daddy Racing has now expanded to be your one-stop shop for all your racing needs. From custom paints, templates, team branding, and much more, Nap Daddy Racing has you covered. Head on over to www.napdaddyracing.com and be sure to check out our free stuff tab. You can find that down below in the link as well. Of course, our great partner over at Butt Kicker. Butt Kicker is a well-known established leader of gaming haptics. The award-winning line of Butt Kicker products lets users feel low-frequency sounds. Their products are used and endorsed around the world by leading PC and console gamers, including professional sim racers. Check out the full line of Butt Kicker products. Figures are right for you by visiting thebuttkicker.com. And of course, Butt Kicker is also a great partner of the Doghouse Racing League as well. So by supporting them, you help support both us and them. But don't forget to check out our website over at intensityracing.com for all your racing needs. If you're a small-time race student looking for some swag, or you just want to pick up some Atlee Atman Weiss's racing gear, head on over to intensityracing.com. We've got some novelty t-shirts over there as well. You can check it all out. Link down below in the description. As practice has come to an end and we are getting ready for qualifying. See who our first driver to make their way out onto the racetrack will be. Looks like the 207 of Aaron Sellers coming out onto the racetrack. Bill Gentry also making his way out onto the racetrack. Chris Lutzwich also making his way out there. Kevin Brown. So quite a few drivers out on the racetrack trying to get their qualifying underway. First driver, though, to take the green flag. That was the 207 of Aaron Sellers in that Monster Energy machine. Coming down across the stripe for his first of 2 laps. Sellers will jump up to the top of the leaderboard. Bill Gentry close behind in second. Comes Chris Leftwich off of turn at number 4. Coming down to the stripe. As Kenneth Byer is going to jump up to the top of the leaderboard. Kevin Brown bumped down into second, and then Chris Leftwich. Sellers comes down across the stripe. He will be locked into that 5th spot for now. As Bill Gentry goes to the top of the leaderboard, here comes Kevin Brown down across stripe as Mike Leftwich goes to the top of the leaderboard. But not for long as Kevin Brown knocks him off. And then Chris Leftwich knocks Kevin Brown off the top of the leaderboard. See the 14 of Mark Dumont making his way down the backstretch towards turn number 3. And down across the stripe, and Mark Dumont's first lap will be good enough for the 7th position. I think that's going to do it for Dumont as Tyler Millette jumps up into the 2nd position, almost knocks Chris Leftwich off the top spot. See the 3 of Brandon Lopez, a little different look here tonight in that 3 machine, rocking the purple paint job. Down into turn number 3. Jamie Horn also coming across the stripe in a moment as here we go. Lopez across the stripe. Jumps up into 2nd, and Jamie Horn jumps up into 4th. About a minute 30 left. Here's the 10 of John Smith on the racetrack. Christopher Simon also on the racetrack, just came across the stripe. Down the backstretch comes Christopher Simon towards turn number 3. And down across the stripe, Simon is going to jump up into the top spot. What a lap. 29.77 in a different zip code than the other drivers as John Smith goes up into the 9th position. So 0.05 of a second quicker Christopher Simon is than the rest of the field. As John Smith makes another lap here, his time is getting ready to expire. And we get ready to turn them loose here tonight for 84 laps here at Kansas Motor Speedway. Let's take a look at our official starting order here. We'll see on pole here tonight is the 21 of Christopher Simon, Chris Leftwich. Going to start in second. A couple of teammates named Chris on the front row. Row 2, we'll find Brandon Lopez and Tyler Millette, followed by Jamie Horn in the 98 and Kevin Brown in the Trackside NASCAR Outlet machine in 6th. Mike Leftwich rolls off from the 8th spot with Bill Gentry back in 8th. Then John Smith and Hunter Simpson back in row number 5. Kenneth Byers rolls off from the 11th spot with Mark Dumont back in 12th. 13th, we'll find Aaron Sellers with Michael Dow from the 14th position. Josh Cully rolls off 15th with Eric Warman in the 16th spot. Then Justin McMahon, Richard Leclerc, and Gary Mio rounding out the field here tonight from Kansas Motor Speedway here in the Nap Daddy Racing Designs 126. As we see the field forming up behind the pace car, getting ready for our one pace lap before we cut them loose. For 84 laps, I will put the stage at lap 42. We'll see what kind of strategy plays out here tonight. Looks like we're just waiting for one more car to grid up. And then the pace car will get to rolling. Sometimes to save a little bit of fuel, these drivers will wait till the very last second to make their way onto the grid. Looks like the 117 of Richard Leclerc may not be making it onto the grid here as the formation lap gets underway. With just 18 cars behind the pace car. Again, we want to thank all of our great partners listed down below in the description. Of course, our race sponsor, Nap Daddy Racing Designs. Our series sponsor, Trackside NASCAR Outlet. Of course, the Butt Kicker, great partner of the Doghouse Racing League and of us here at Intensity Broadcasting. Group 6 for all their support as well. Our website at IntensityRacing.com. Of course, the Doghouse Racing League's website as well. If you're looking for stats, standings, news, and more, check out Doghouse Racing League's website. Link down below in the description. See, we've got about 12 people watching. We appreciate you tuning in live here tonight. Again, the chat's open. So if you want to comment on the race or cheer on your favorite driver, feel free to drop a comment. As Christopher Simon leads them down to the starting zone. Green flag is in the air. We are racing here at Kansas Motor Speedway. Great jump for Christopher Simon. He's going to get out in front with Brandon Lopez giving him a little bit of a shove. Tough start for Chris Leftwich up on that high side. As they make their way down into turn number 3 for the first time. Now Chris Leftwich starting to use that high lane to his advantage. As Christopher Simon having a little bit of a connection issue up here. We see him blinking around. We complete lap number 1 as Chris Leftwich continues to work on that high side with Brandon Lopez. To his inside. Oh, one around. Kevin Brown goes around. No caution. We stay green. Nope, I lied. Caution is out. My caution lights did not come on. As we hear drivers saving a little bit of fuel already. I apologize for not calling that caution as it flew. That will bring up our first wreckage rewind of the night. So we heard driver say just a little bit of dirty air. See what happened here is, yeah, we see the 8 of Mike Leftwich push up the track just a little bit, catches the left rear of the 33 of Kevin Brown. Car gets turned around. He gets hit by, let's see who that is. That gives him a good shot there in the passenger side door. That is John Smith. Gets him spinning the other way. It doesn't look like too much damage to that 33 machine. We'll see as he comes down on the pit road. Yeah, it doesn't look like too much damage. He should be able to get that fixed up and back out onto the racetrack. Of course, drivers here in the Doghouse Racing League do not use resets, so any damage that they get throughout the race, they'll either have to get it fixed or retire from the race. And already we see Kevin Brown back onto the racetrack. John Smith still on pit road. He's got a bit of damage to the front end of that car, I believe. With the power of iRacing, we can pull a little chase cam here. Yeah, you see that damage getting snapped back into place there as the crew works to fix that hood. See a little wrinkle there still, so he's gonna make his way back out onto the racetrack as repairs are complete on that on that 10 machine. It doesn't look like he's going to lose a lap here, so he should be good to go as our leader, Christopher Simon, going to choose the outside lane this time on this restart. So we're getting ready for a restart here on coming to lap number 6 in this event. Again, Christopher Simon choosing the outside lane, putting Chris Leftwich down on the bottom. Tyler Millette, Brandon Lopez on the inside. Tyler Millette to the outside in row number 2. Hunter Simpson, Jamie Horn in row number 3. Leftwich kind of hangs back a little bit. He's trying to get a little bit of an advantage here on this restart on his teammate as they come down to the restart zone. Green flag flies. We are back racing here at Kansas. Another great start for Christopher Simon, who pulls out to a big lead. They're trying to go 3 wide behind. As we saw Brandon Lopez trying to take a look down to the inside of Christopher Simon. Tyler Millette was up on the high side, so they're almost 3 wide for a second. Now they clean it out. They are going to go 3 wide down the backstretch and into turn number 3. Lopez now to the inside of Tyler Millette as they come off a turn at number 4. A big run for that 3 machine down through the start-finish line and into turn number 1. Jamie Horn on the inside here. We see Hunter Simpson in the middle. Up on the high side, that is Chris Leftwich. Leftwich just not firing off very quickly on these restarts. But after a couple laps, those tires must come in for him, because now he's starting to make his way back into speed. As Tyler Millette runs in the 2nd position, he's trying to run down that 21 of Christopher Simon. Millette to the back bumper of Simon as they come off of turn number 2. Down the backstretch into turn number 3, side by side for the lead. Tyler Millette, power move around the 21 of Christopher Simon as they come down through the front stretch. Simon trying to fight back a little bit. Chris Leftwich giving a little shot there. The 94 of Millette going to push him ahead. And Tyler Millette takes over the lead here on lap number 9. A little further back, we see the 88 of Josh Cully making his way through the field. Already up 5 spots. Make that 6 spots as he's working to the inside of Kenneth Byers. And right behind, we see the 24 of Justin McMahon coming into this mix as well. Great battles all over the racetrack as here comes Hunter Simpson to the inside of Chris Leftwich, fighting for that 3rd spot. Great battles behind as we see some 3-wide racing back here. Kenneth Byers up on the high side. You had Aaron Sellers in the middle and Kevin Brown on the bottom here, as Kevin Brown, after getting some little bit of damage, making his way back up through the field, up into the 10th spot. John Smith, who also had a little bit of damage, not faring out as well, sitting back in the 16th position. Meanwhile, Hunter Simpson looks down to the inside of Christopher Simon. It's a battle for the 4th spot. And we heard it already a couple times on the radio, at least I've heard on my end. Drivers complaining about how tight these cars are in traffic. Now Jamie Horn taking a look down to the inside of Tyler Millette, trying to take that top spot away from the 94. Down across the stripe. But Millette fighting back up on that high side. Millette, though, not able to fight back as Jamie Horn takes over the top spot. Here comes Chris Leftwich taking a look at the 94 of Tyler Millette. Great racing throughout the field. Jamie Horn back under attack by Tyler Millette, looking down on the inside. No driver has really had an opportunity to pull away from the rest of the field. See Jamie Horn working that high side, but here comes Millette working back down to the low side. Off of turn number 4, great view of the field from this camera up on top of the grandstands. Down into turn number 1. This is kind of the look that your spotters would be seeing from that spotter stand, as Jamie Horn gets a huge run on that high side. He's going to take advantage of it and take the lead back away from Tyler Millette as Chris Leftwich now works the high lane. Will he be able to get that same momentum to get around Tyler Millette, as Millette's getting a big shove from behind from the 5 of Hunter Simpson. 15 laps in the books here. How about Justin McMahon in this 24 machine? Up 11 spots already into the 6th position, trying to get more as he's got the 88 of Josh Cully looking down to the inside. As we see him slicing and dicing behind, that's Brandon Lopez, who was battling for the lead a few laps ago. Finds himself back, losing 8 spots from where he started. Side by side with Kevin Brown for the 9th and 10th position. Just in front, you see Kenneth Byers holding on to that 9th spot, looking down to the inside of Bill Gentry. Oh, Gentry catches the wall hard. Not sure if there's any damage to that 4 machine, but that was a pretty good lick to the right side of that vehicle, coming off of turn number 4 last time. That's Chris Leftwich still trying to find his way around Jamie Horn. Leftwich wants to get a lap led here tonight. wide now with Tyler Millette in the middle. Justin McMahon on the high side. Josh Cully driving it in deep on the bottom there. He's going to move himself up into the 5th spot. Here comes McMahon again up on that high side. Tyler Millette in the middle. They're back to 3 wide. Down into turn number 3. Josh Cully continuing to try to move forward here. As you move up through the field, it gets harder and harder to pass as Kenneth Byers now bouncing off the wall there, just above Tyler Millette. Continues here with Ken Byers now in the middle. Christopher Simon was up on the high side down to 88 of Josh Cully, starting to fall back a little bit. So he's got Justin McMahon looking down to the inside. And Jamie Horn continues to lead, but it's a new second place runner, and that is the 5 of Hunter Simpson. Now Jamie Horn starting to pull away from the rest of the field a little bit. Now Hunter Simpson starting to pull away from the field behind him. 88 of Josh Cully now takes over that 3rd spot with Christopher Simon right there on the back bumper trying to give a push to that 88 machine. As they go down into turn number 3. Simon, Leftwich, taking a look down to the inside. Off of turn at number 4 and across the stripe. Side by side for the 3rd spot. Just behind Tyler Millette, starting to make his way back up through the field. As Justin McMahon giving a big shove to Tyler Millette. As we work lap number 25. Driver's talking about, again, the aero push. And some drivers having a little bit of damage out there. Tyler Millette continues to work down to the inside of Josh Cully. Battle for the 4th and 5th spot. Jamie Horn checking out a little bit. He's got a half-second lead over Hunter Simpson. He's starting to run him down just a little bit. Chris Leftwich just over a second off of Hunter Simpson, but about a half-second off Tyler Millette and the rest of the field behind. This is really giving you an idea of what clean air will do. As we pull up that track map and kind of show you the little bit of a breakaway at the 98 and the 5.5. But Hunter Simpson on a mission now, running that lower lane. Trying to get some clean air on the nose himself. Trying to get himself up to Jamie Horn, trying to win the stage. Which will be lap number 42. So look at first and second, and then the rest of the pack behind. Pretty even here as we try to go 3 wide again with Eric Warman. The meat and the sandwich gets pushed up the track by Justin McMahon. Tyler Millette slices down to the inside, holding on to that 5th spot. We're also close here to green flag pit stops. Brandon Lopez takes a look down to the inside of Justin McMahon. And oh, Eric Warman bounces off the wall, slides down to the bottom of the racetrack. Battery got really, really loose there off the corner. It's hard to say. As this middle of the field battling real hard. Jamie Horn now under attack from the 5 of Hunter Simpson. Simpson still running that low lane. Horn running up high. Our first driver on the pit road will be the 14 of Mark Dumont. As Jamie Horn comes across stripe to lead lap number 33. Boy, pit stops coming up pretty quickly. We'll have to see where these cars shake out, who's able to get on and off pit road the best. Hunter Simpson tries to battle on the high side. Not quite close enough to make anything happen. Now he's going to cross him over. Down into turn number 3. Hunter Simpson pushes up off the corner. Almost runs into the side of Jamie Horn. Jamie Horn almost hits the wall. 35 of 84 laps complete. We have just 40 laps to go. Sorry, 49 laps to go. This pack in the middle continues to push hard as we see John Smith bounce off the wall there with Smith. Now a bit of a rebound after his brush in with the 33 of Kevin Brown earlier in the race. Looks like that 10 car was able to get fixed up enough to compete here. As he looks down to the inside of Josh Cully, who Cully was a few laps ago was up there battling for the lead. Now he's fallen back pretty quickly. Looks like he's burned the tires off that 88 machine. We hear somebody's just called their pitting this time, I believe. Mike Leftwich, Gary Emil on pit road. Jamie Horn going to be coming down pit road this time by. So doesn't Hunter Simpson. Chris Leftwich on pit road as well. That's going to give the lead to Tyler Millette. He's going to be out in clean air now. See if he's able to take a little bit of advantage of this clean air. As Tyler Millette now going to come down pit road this time. Brandon Lopez and Aaron Sellers also down on the pit road. That's going to give the lead of the race to the 31 of Eric Warman, John Smith, and Justin McMahon. And we know Warman likes to run these runs as far as he can. Thought I heard the 20 was pitting this time by, I believe. Yep, Christopher Simon also down on pit road. Bill Gentry coming down pit road. As John Smith and Eric Warman are battling side by side for the top spot. Eric Warman going to pit this time. As we get closer to the end of the stage, looks like John Smith going to come down pit road as well. This will be the last lap of the stage. Justin McMahon trying to get stage points here. As we hear the 33, Kevin Brown going to be pitting this time by. See if Justin McMahon stays out one more lap to get the stage win. He will indeed pass pit road. Justin McMahon will be your stage winner. Josh Cully in second. See how it all shakes out behind as they come down across the stripe. I believe Justin McMahon's going to come down pit road this time by. Uses all of the racetrack to come on the pit road as he had nobody behind him. Here comes Josh Cully as well. Kevin Brown and Kenneth Byers leaving pit road. It looks like when it all shakes around, it's going to be Jamie Horn taking the lead back. But now he's got some company as Chris Leftwich was able to hang right there, having a great on and off pit road. As Chris Leftwich now going to battle for the lead and take that top spot away. Which makes me think as we ride along with Jamie Horn here, we'll see if he's saving some fuel here. Well, it doesn't really sound like he's saving any fuel, so some of these drivers may have to make one more stop. Maybe Jamie Horn's just trying to let Chris Leftwich burn his stuff up out in front. We've got a little battle behind as well. Tyler Millette and Christopher Simon battling it out for the 4th and 5th spot. Jamie Horn now and Hunter Simpson. About a second behind Chris Leftwich. Leftwich came down on lap 38. Tells me he could only stretch this to about lap 74, 73, somewhere around there. Because that caution allowed them to save a little bit of fuel or top off. And it does not look like that 83 machine will be able to run it to the end unless he's saving a little bit of fuel here. But does not look or sound like he is. We'll ride along here with Chris Leftwich. Heard that quick lift and then immediately back to the throttle. Which tells me that Chris Leftwich is not in fuel saving mode. But he's in full send mode right now. Trying to get himself a big lead over Jamie Horn and Hunter Simpson. A little further back, we have a battle heating up here between Kenneth Byers and Bill Gentry. Byers takes a look down to the inside. Not able. Oh, there's some contact there. Say almost was able to slide back up behind the 4. That's going to allow Aaron Sellers to make his way into the picture here. He's going to look down to the inside of Kenneth Byers. But not able to make that pass happen. So he's going to tuck back in behind that 99. And these 4 cars continue to run nose to tail. The only real action on the track right now is Jamie Horn and Hunter Simpson as they run 2-3. As now second place, Jamie Horn and Hunter Simpson eating into the lead of Christopher Simon. As the interval is now just under 0.2 of a second. Again, I see you 14 people watching there on YouTube, Kick, Twitch, Facebook, wherever you're watching from. Let's know who you're pulling for here as Jamie Horn takes a look down to the inside of Chris Leftwich. They go side by side. That's going to allow Hunter Simpson to pull right up into this battle as well. Jamie Horn now able to pull up in front of Christopher Simon, take over that top spot. You can tell these top 3 drivers are nowhere near fuel mode. As Chris Leftwich is going to take another look back down to the inside to take the lead back away. And Hunter Simpson right there behind as well. Oh, Chris Leftwich almost gets turned. We've seen Chris with some great saves, and there was another one. We saw the hands last week. Let's watch the hands again tonight. Oh, it's a little before this. No, maybe not. What? Either way, what a save from Christopher Simon. Save of the week yet again for that 83 machine. As we are quickly approaching 25 laps to go. Joanne on Facebook says, good luck, Mark Dumont. Mark having a pretty good run right now, up in the 13th position. Run all by himself, but chasing down the 33 of Kevin Brown for that 12th spot. Richard McClure says the same thing. Good luck to the 14. I know Richard was joining the race, but was not able to race here tonight. Hopefully everything is all right. He's pretty credited with the last place finish. As you see, this little battle heating up here. And Kevin Brown, one of our first drivers to come back down pit road for his final stop with 25 laps to go. And the battle for the lead. Again, Jamie Horn back up to the point. Over Hunter Simpson and Chris Leftwich. That's almost a 6-second gap to Tyler Millette in this group, running 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Back up front, our top three remain the same. As Chris Leftwich has made his way down pit road. We'll see how much time he can gain. Last time he was on pit road, he had a thriller of a pit stop, able to get himself back up to the leaders. Wonder if it will be 2 tires or if it will be fuel and 4. Let's see as he comes down to his pit stall. See if the right side goes up here, which it does. Will the jack drop and will he take off? No, it looks like it's going to be a 4-tire stop. As Jamie Horn now makes his way back down on the pit road along with Hunter Simpson. That's going to give the lead of the race to Christopher Simon, Tyler Millette, Brandon Lopez, John Smith. As Chris Leftwich, Chris Leftwich still on pit road. Too fast on pit road. He is getting a stop and a hold penalty. And unfortunately for Chris Leftwich, his race is over unless we get a caution here in the late running. Now he makes his way off pit road. Gonna pass his dad there on the apron. And Leftwich going to be scored 2 laps down. Here comes Christopher Simon down on the pit road. It's going to give the lead of the race to the 94 of Tyler Millette. Now the big question is, has anybody in the back of the field been saving? There is a chance that somebody might have saved enough fuel to make their way to the end of the race as Kenneth Byers comes down pit road for his final stop. Bill Gentry going to be leaving pit road this time. Heard somebody say they were pitting there. I believe it might have been Tyler Millette. We'll see. No, it was not Millette. It was the 3 of Brandon Lopez coming down pit road. Aaron Sellers. 7 of Gary Romeo also on pit road. As Tyler Millette and John Smith battle side by side. John Smith, who was caught up earlier, in an incident, had some front end damage. Now he is battling for the lead before a final round of pit stops. Richard, thank you for the kind words. I do appreciate it. It says thank you for the good show. I try to do what I can, and we see Jamie Horn right behind this gaggle of cars, trying to get his lap back the hard way with fresh tires. You can see just how much quicker these fresh tires are as he's going to slice and dice all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack. It's going to take him 3 wide, trying to get his lap back into turn at number 1. Here comes Hunter Simpson, also going to try to get a lap back here. As Millette stuck up on that high side, loses a couple spots here. Well, it's all fresh tires in front of him. As the 14 of Mark Dumont was also just on pit road. Looks like Dumont no, maybe not. I thought he took fuel only. But he's being scored 1 lap down. Just in front of the leaders there, as we'll see how far Tyler Millette and John Smith can stretch it. Give you some reference here. Tyler Millette was on pit road last on lap 39. John Smith stretched it to lap 41. Michael Dow stretched it to lap 40. McMahon and Josh Cully both stretched it to 43. So there's the drivers who were able to stretch it the farthest. And if Josh Cully and Justin McMahon are saving a little bit of fuel, they may be able to stretch it to the end as John Smith makes his way down onto pit road. Let's ride along here with Justin McMahon. We'll listen. Ah, yes, you hear him shut that car off, drop the clutch. And he is trying to save as much fuel as he can. He is running quite a bit slower than Jamie Horn. He might be able to get a good finish out of this as Tyler Millette makes his way down pit road, giving the lead of the race to the 20 of Michael Dow. And Josh Cully, we hear Cully shutting that car off as well. Trying to save as much fuel as they can, seeing if they can stretch it to the end. Michael Dow coming down pit road this time. That's going to give the lead of the race to Cully. And give you a perspective of the lap times. Last time by, Josh Cully ran a 30.86. Justin McMahon ran a 31.61. Jamie Horn ran a 30.27. So while Josh Cully's not running too much slower than Jamie Horn running quite a bit faster than Justin McMahon. As the interval back from McMahon to Jamie Horn is just under 2 seconds. In fact, I can show that for you. You see how quickly Jamie Horn is eating into the interval between himself and Justin McMahon. And you see now those cars up on the coming into the picture. But if Justin McMahon able to hold on to this spot, put himself on the podium, be a good finish for him after he's had such a tough year. But Jamie Horn going to make easy work of this 24 machine. With those fresher tires and that full fuel load. McMahon, though, not going quietly. He is still stuck there on the bottom of the racetrack. A tuck in line. And McMahon's not saving quite as much as he was a moment ago. Still currently runs in the 4th position. Now if Josh Cully has to come down pit road, that will be a podium spot for Justin McMahon. However, Cully just has 7 laps to go, and he steals one here tonight on fuel mileage. Interval back to Jamie Horn from Cully right now is just under 2 seconds. As Cully comes across the stripe this time, we will have just 5 laps to go. But Jamie Horn is running 3/10 of a lap quicker. So Jamie Horn, it's going to come right down to the wire, folks. Jamie Horn may be able to catch Cully. Cully may be able to save enough fuel to make it to the end and win this thing. Cully getting a little bit of a draft here from the 31 of Eric Warman. It's going to help him save a little bit of fuel, running in the wake of that 31 machine. So we have just 4 laps to go. And Eric Warman going to peel off onto pit road. Going to take away that little bit of breathing room that Josh Cully had, but with 3 laps to go, the interval is 6/10 of a second. Being that Jamie Horn's about 3/10 of a second quicker. Jamie Horn's going to be able to catch that 88 machine. Now, will he be able to pass him? It's one thing to run a guy down. It's another thing to get by him, as Horn going to look down to the inside. Off of turn number 4, he's going to tuck in tight. 2 laps to go. Can Cully drive out that mirror and block that 88 of Jamie Horn down into the corner? Cully chooses the high side. Going to pinch down Jamie Horn off the corner. Trying to use that high lane momentum to stay out in front. And he will. Coming down the backstretch into turn number 3. But Jamie Horn with those fresh tires, too strong, coming to the white flag. 1 lap to go. Now the battle for the lead between Hunter Simpson and Jamie Horn. Simpson down to the bottom off of turn number 2, down the backstretch, side by side they come. Final lap in the books. Jamie Horn gonna block down on the high side. Does Hunter Simpson have anything for him here? Coming off of turn number 4 and down to the stripe. Oh, Hunter Simpson catches the wall, trying to get everything he can as Jamie Horn comes across the stripe, and he's gonna get the win here tonight. From Kansas Speedway, Hunter Simpson brings it home P2. Josh Cully stretches the fuel. To bring it home in third, Justin McMahon and Brandon Lopez, your top 5. Man, what a battle coming down to the checkered flag. As Jamie Horn going to come up to the start-finish line and celebrate his win. And it was a hard-fought battle here for the 98 machine. See, Hunter Simpson going to burn it down as well. And nose it right up against the wall here and burn it down. Hunter Simpson going to try and burn it down as well. As we get ready to take a look at our finishing order here tonight. Again, your winner here tonight, Jamie Horn. Hunter Simpson comes home second. Josh Cully stretches the fuel to bring it home in third. Justin McMahon and Brandon Lopez, your top 5. John Smith rebounds for a 6th place finish after getting a bunch of damage on lap number 4. Ken Byers comes home 7th. Christopher Simon, Kevin Brown, and round out your top 10. Or Tyler Millette and Kevin Brown round out your top 10. Bill Gentry comes home in 11th. Aaron Sellers comes home 12th. Michael Dow in 13th. Mark Dumont and Chris Leftwich, your top 15. Gary Armio, Mike Leftwich, Eric Warman, and Richard Leclerc round out the rest of the field here tonight from Kansas Motor Speedway. As we get ready to talk to our top 3, but before we do, again, we want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight. We want to thank all of our great partners, including your series sponsor, Trackside NASCAR Outlet, for all your NASCAR needs. Trackside NASCAR Outlet is an authorized Lionel dealer with a full line of diecast, including cup, Xfinity truck, driver apparel, hats, and jackets. Trackside NASCAR Outlet offers everything NASCAR, including full-size and mini helmets, flags, and coolers. Stop by and check out their store, follow them on Facebook, or check out their website at www.tracksidenascaroutlet.com. Of course, another great partner, Group 6. Rev up your brand's potential with Group 6 at every turn of the Doghouse racing season. As your creative marketing powerhouse, we're here to fuel your success, accelerate your impact, and steer your brand towards victory. Group 6, where every race is an opportunity to outshine and outperform. Discover more at group6inc.com. Of course, our race sponsor here tonight, originally started as an iRacing design shop, Nap Daddy Racing has expanded to be your one-stop shop for all your iRacing needs. From custom paints, templates, team branding, and much, much more, Nap Daddy Racing has you covered. Head on over to napdaddyracing.com and be sure to check out the free stuff tab. Links down below in the description. Of course, check out doghouseracingle.com for all of your Doghouse Racing League news, stats, and more. Of course, don't forget to check out our website as well. If you're a small-time race team looking for some swag or just looking to pick up some Atlee, Atme, and Weese's racing gear, head on over to intensityracing.com. Links down below in the description. And lastly, our great partner and the Doghouse Racing League's great partner, the Butt Kicker. Butt Kicker is a well-known and established leader in gaming haptics. The award-winning line of Butt Kicker products lets users feel low-frequency sounds. Their products are used and endorsed around the world by leading PC and console gamers, including professional sim racers. Check out the full line of Butt Kicker products. Figure what's right for you. Visit thebuttkicker.com as we get ready to talk to our top 3, starting with our 3rd place finisher, Josh Cully. Josh, you got Josh up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, great run for you here tonight. Incredible fuel savings. Able to stretch it to the end. Have just enough tires. I thought there you're going to be able to hold off both Jamie Horn and Hunter Simpson, but man, a 3rd place finish ain't nothing to sneeze at. Talk us through the race and the strategy, when you knew that strategy was going to pay off for you here tonight.
Yeah, it was a fun race. I thought we might be able to hang on, but just had to save a little too much to maintain a lead. But I knew like we had a caution early on, and I kind of knew that would put us close. I could push that tank and maybe make it. So I came down, and then if I would have topped off at 1 to go, that probably would have made a difference. But yeah, it was fun. We tried. I mean, I had to try something different, just to keep it interesting. So Me and Justin both got on that strategy. We both lost a little bit of time in the pits too. We both made mistakes in the pits, so it cost us a couple seconds. But overall, I mean, it was a pretty good, fun race. It's fun having green flag pit stops. These guys put on a good league, so it's fun to be a part of it.
Yeah, I saw you guys do a little bit of fuel savings. It was incredible. Your fuel saving laps were not too much slower than Jamie Horn's at one point. So, did you think you might have been able to hold him off if you had just a little bit more time or a little less time there?
I did, yeah, until he got down to about 2 seconds behind me. Then I knew it was going to be, I was kind of in trouble. But up until that point, I mean, I had a big lead and was just kind of maintaining. And I had to pick up the pace a little bit, but I didn't have the fuel to do it. So it started sputtering coming out of four, and I coasted across the line. So I pushed it as far as I could get. You know, I got everything I could out of it. Happy to come home second or third, I guess. But um, you know, good to finish on the podium for sure.
Well, again, awesome job here tonight. Next week, we move on over to North Wilkesboro Speedway for some short track racing. How do you like your chances next week?
That sounds like a good time. So um, hopefully we'll do pretty well. I don't. You never know what's going to happen in a place like that, you know. But if we can keep it clean, I think we'll do okay.
Awesome, man. Well, again, congratulations on the third place finish here tonight, Josh. And before I let you go, anyone want to thank? Any shots you got to give here?
Just Doghouse Racing League, Jamie, and you guys for broadcasting, of course, and everybody who shows up and watches. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Awesome, man. Well, again, congratulations here tonight. Good luck next week, and hopefully we'll talk to you again soon.
All right, man. Sounds good.
Have a great night.
Thank you.
That was your third place finisher, Josh Cully. Let's bring in your second place finisher here, Hunter Simpson. Hunter, you got Josh up in the booth. Got a copy? Try again, Hunter. You got Josh up in the booth. Got a copy? Let's try moving him back, and I'll move him back again. Hunter, you got Josh up in the booth. Got a copy? Not sure what's going on with Hunter here. We'll drop him down there and see if he's able to get something fixed up here. We'll pull in our winner here, Jamie Horn. Hunter was having a little issues with his microphone, so we'll pull Jamie in here tonight, your race winner. Jamie, got Josh up in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, great run for you here tonight. Hunter gave you a little run for your money there at the end. Talk us through those last few laps, because that was a bit exciting between you guys.
Yeah, I honestly didn't think we were gonna get there in time. I knew Josh was trying to save, and he was gonna be close to making it, so we were trying to catch him and put some pressure so he wasn't able to save fuel as much. And I think we got him one to go, something around there. And I really thought he had the plan. I didn't think we were gonna make it in time, but it was an awesome race. It was fun. I had a blast.
Well, it seemed like a lot of fun racing and a lot of great racing out there. It seemed like the fuel strategies were all over the place tonight. Did you kind of see that coming here tonight, and did that play into your strategy at all tonight?
No, I honestly did not. I didn't think anybody was going to be able to do a one stop really, and I don't know if they stopped on the first caution or not, but I figured everybody was going to have to make two stops. And I kind of knew on stop two the whole time I was going to take two tires coming into the night, because he wasn't really wearing your lefts out too much. Really, tire wear altogether wasn't very much. Um, so I knew I was going to pit somewhere around lap 36 to 39 if I could make it that long, and then make a second stop and go from there. But man, I gotta give props to Justin and Josh, because they had us nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, next week y'all heading over to North Wilkesboro Speedway for some short track racing. How do you like your chances next week?
I love that track, so I'm looking forward to going there. I think it'll be fun, and put some practice in, and I think we'll be ready, and we'll see. A new car, first time going there with this car, so it'll be interesting. But I think probably see some good racing out of everybody. It's good racing tonight, really. So looking forward to next week.
Awesome, man. Well, of course, before I let you go, anyone want to thank any shots you got to give here tonight?
Oh yeah, give a shout out to teammates, Hunter especially. He made me earn it tonight. Had fun racing with him. Shout out to everybody on LPR. We're kind of a joint team per se, and we help each other out and practice all the time. So shout out to all of them, and they had some good runs too. And their strategy almost got us. Shout out to you for putting on the broadcast. All our sponsors, Group Six, Nap Daddy Racing, Trackside NASCAR Outlet for sponsoring the series, Shoney's and Butt Kicker, SSR Designs. Shout out to Daniel for everything he does, keeping the league going, and we're ready to get him back on track. And yeah, shout out to my mom at home.
Awesome, man. Well, again, congratulations on the win here tonight. Good luck next week, and hopefully we'll talk to you again soon.
All right, man. Have a good night.
You as well. So that was your winner here tonight, Jamie Horn. Let's see if we can pull Hunter back in here for his interview. Hunter, you got Josh up in the booth. Got a copy?
I got you this time. Sorry.
There we go. Not sure what happened before, but hey, man, great run for you here tonight. It seemed like fuel strategy was the game here tonight. Talk us through what you thought was going on there, and did any of their strategy in front of you kind of play out how you were running your race here tonight?
It all started with a caution around lap 2, and some people, I think Justin and Josh, I might be wrong, but I think they pitted, and we thought about it, but I just didn't want to give up the track position. I went from like 10th to 6th, so I was like, I'm trying to stay up there. So I wasn't even thinking about it. I mean, I knew on the first pit stop, when I pitted, I wasn't going to make it to the end, so I knew we was going to have to make a double pit stop. So, but there at the end, we was definitely we knew they was probably going to make it, so we just had to push and just try and pass them before the end, and maybe hope that they was going to run out. Yeah, I knew that Josh, he had some older tires, so I was just trying to get around him as quick as I could. And so I seen they was side by side, and I was hoping and praying that he didn't go to the very top. And so coming to the white flag out of 3 and 4, I went high and kind of cut low to get beneath them. And going into 1, me and Jamie had a move we practiced, and I thought about doing it, going down to the inside and just holding it flat, but it just too risky, and sometimes it just ain't worth it. So I would rather, play it safe, and who knows if it would work anyways. It did in practice, but the situation was different. And so I was just trying to do whatever I could to get a good points finish due to me being about 10th in points. And so it was a really good night, and I'm happy with the finish and happy to be racing up there with all them guys.
Well, next week, y'all move on over to North Wilkesboro Speedway for some short track racing. How do you like your chances?
As long as I can get some practice in, we'll get it dialed in and see what we can do. I'm trying to really be consistent, and so first four or 5 races of the season has went really well. So I just hope we can keep it going.
Awesome, man. Well, again, congratulations on the runner-up spot tonight. Before I let you go, anyone want to thank? Any shots you got to give?
I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. All my teammates, especially Jamie on the win. It was fun. All the LPR guys, like Jamie said, they're were aligned with him, and it was good to see them guys up there, and they almost had it. I want to thank all the sponsors: Group 6, Trackside NASCAR Outlet, SSR Designs, Nap Daddy Racing Designs, Butt Kicker, Shoney's. I want to thank you for the broadcast, all the admins for everything they do. My family for watching. My girlfriend Emily, her family, Brandon, Kayla, just everybody. It's a big group effort, and once again, congrats to Jamie.
Awesome, man. Well, again, congratulations on the runner-up here tonight. Good luck next week, and hopefully we'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you. I hope to see you soon.
Have a great one.
You too.
So that was your second place finisher, Hunter Simpson. Got his internet connection fixed up there and able to get that interview in with him here tonight. Again, We're right now we are up in the air whether or not the broadcast will be next week. I personally will be on vacation. I apologize to everybody. Daniel knew about this, but we're gonna see if we can try to get someone to cover the race next week. So hopefully we'll be able to broadcast the race next week. If not, we will see you in 2 weeks at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Of course, we want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight, whether you're watching on Facebook, on YouTube, on Kick, or on Twitch. We do appreciate you tuning in here tonight. Don't forget that like button, follow, and subscribe. Hit that little notification bell so you know anytime we go live here on Intensity Broadcast. And of course, as our boy Atlee, @ManWeast